Hello, Heather Knibble from Rural Trail. So I wanted to get back, I know it's been a while since we've talked about a moratorium or a wind ordinance, so I know you guys can't comment, but wanted to get back into that topic. I guess the one thing that brought it to mind is, so today you guys are going to talk about a RAGBRAI ordinance. RAGBRAI is going to be, Catherine was just saying, less than one day that they're going to be here, and you guys are going to have an ordinance for that put together. Our wind ordinance is very, very old. I know you guys know that. You know, it's 24 years old. We really need to get back to looking at it. I know you guys are looking at solar. We have to look at that. And one of the other things we need to look at with an ordinance would be battery storage. So there's a MISO interconnection, which is how things are interconnected. Right now there is a battery storage and a wind MISO study for your Toledo substation that they're planning to do studies and to do that. So if you don't know much about battery storage, I would recommend researching, having the zoning administrator research. Battery storage is pretty risky. It can explode, and I think your substation right now, if it goes in the same spot, is right by, isn't it by the county shed? Mm-hmm. So I mean that's big. It's battery storages can be very dangerous. You can't put them out. I think it's something you guys really need to think about. It might be good to see. You know, I haven't personally started researching other counties to see if they have battery storage in their ordinance, but I think that's something we better look at. I mean, how does that work with insurance if you got county employees working there? I mean, do we want that in our county? And I know Karen had mentioned ITC. This is ITC transmission. Is the ITC Midwest, that is who is looking to do that. So it kind of makes, I don't know if that's connected to what that meeting was last week. I didn't make the meeting, but I mean, it's your Toledo substation and it's ITC Midwest. So it kind of makes sense. They're putting a big transmission line. Again, don't quote me on it because I don't know any of this, but they're potentially upping it to put a battery storage and wind. So it's another area. I mean, that's kind of over here, so I don't know if that's going to run where that line would be, but that's something to keep in mind. And again, if we're going to look at it for RAGBRAI, why not at least get public opinion? You know, like your solar meeting, it was just an informational. Why not do that on wind? You know, even for not approved projects, let's just look at it again. Does it hurt anything to just see what the community thinks? I mean, we can be very peaceful, and you know that solar meeting was good. You get everybody's opinion. Everyone gets a chance to weigh in, research what other counties are doing. I know. You know, it's not always the funnest to hear about what other counties are doing. I know you've mentioned Bill, but Buchanan County, they did just do a moratorium. So instead of just trying to update the ordinances, they just did a moratorium. On top of that, they're also going to each big city in Buchanan County. They've done Brandon, they've done Rowley, they've done Independence. They're going, and the supervisors actually host little sessions to discuss the potential wind project that's trying to go through there. So they let the people come, let the people speak. I think the first one in Brandon was like 200 people, and majority were against it. So awareness, just, you know, understanding you guys are elected to serve the people. You know, I've hardly seen anyone here that wants wind. If there's no one here that wants it, yes, maybe we have a bunch of easement holders, but once you sign, you get a gag order. You know, you can't speak out against the project, right? You kind of remove your right. There may be signer's remorse, I don't know. But those people, if they're wanting it, they'd be here for the moratoriums, for the different, you know, we've had a lot of different wind topics, and there's nobody ever here besides outside the county that speaks up. So something to really think about. We need you guys are elected to be here to represent us, our health, our safety, our well-being. I mean, it's something we need your guys' help with. So appreciate you looking into that, and you know, maybe at some point getting a moratorium or an ordinance out there. If you've read the news some, I'm sure, I mean, that might kind of change your decision. Really research what's going on in the county. There's a couple lawsuits out there in Tama County District Court. Read what's out there. You know, make your own opinions of what's going on, and is now the right time to protect our county. So appreciate it, guys.